What's going on, shipmates? We are back at it. We are in a new game today, Brave Frontier versus. This game, it's been out about a week now. Um, Brave Frontier is one of my favorite games, RPG wise for mobile. It's kind of what got me into playing these games and stuff like that. It was probably 2015 ish, 2016, maybe 17, around that time, where I started playing the game and kind of really introduced me into the whole basics of like an RPG, what it is, characters, summoning, all that kind of stuff. And I really just fell in love with the game. I played it for a while, and then of course, it kind of, end of service, all that kind of stuff, and then it just went away. And now this has just came back, um, and it's me personally, I love it. I like the homage to the characters and stuff like that from the original RPG. Now it is very different as far as you can see. It's cards. It is a card game, but you have a lot of, like I said, the characters like Death God. Magress is here. The Drake Queen, Ashia. Cyborg Lilith, I believe she was one of the dungeon masters, something like that, dungeon bosses that you had to go through. I know him for sure, Dark Dwayne Arden. He was like the second or third one. I remember having a hard time defeating him in the original game. But anyway, so we're here to review it, do an Admiral's board review on it. Here to check it out, show you guys what it's about. Should you play it? Should you not? Is it worth your time? Is it too much? Involvedness? Is it not enough? Stuff like that. So we're here. We're gonna get into it. So just the basics of the game. I'm going to go over that. I'm going to cover the story. I'm going to show you guys some different versions of the cards, how the grinding is, gameplay. We'll do a couple of matches, and then of course we'll end it out with some gacha, and then my final review. So let's start with the story modes. So right now there's only two story modes available. So if we go into solo mode here, you have the labyrinth, and this here is six different ones. As you can see, all those are the six elements of the game. And when you go in, you just go through the floors. As you can see here, it shows you what the enemy has, enemy deck. It shows you the rewards as well right here, so you can kind of get an understanding who you're kind of going up against. And this is CPU. This is all against CPU, so you get kind of an understanding of who you're playing with and how to adjust your deck if you need to adjust it, if you any type of way. So for example, this fire one, where is it? Is it this one, the goblins one? This one, as you can see, I haven't 3-starred any of these first ones just because like my deck is set up really weird, and this just because I don't have that many cards either into the game, beginning of the game. So but this one spawns out these enemies quick. So it starts off, you got 3 coming at you already, and they're just doing damage. So to counter that, you would kind of change it up a little bit, maybe get some lower level cards that you can place out immediately and kind of help you get through and kind of offset that. So that's kind of how you can do that here. Like I said, this one's the farthest one I've gotten to so far, is 9th floor. And then, like I said, I've been starting to get into the other ones. I do need to change up my deck. That's where I kind of stopped. If I can get in as far as I can. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to adjust and do this and really go after, make an actual deck. Because right now it's just random. I just have random. I'll show you guys when we actually go over some gameplay. So other than that, you have the training ground. This one it just shows you the basics of the game. It helps you. I mean, I'll show you, like I said, and then of course the intro will kind of give you like how to do it, like how the card is, blah 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 blah, with HP, the health, all that kind of stuff. But this one gives you like fundamentals of the battle, how to attack, how to use the brave burst and the super braves, um, learning the effects of cards and stuff and how to use those. And then of course it has the put everything you've learned and fight this computer at the end. So and then once you deal with that, that's it. And then you just go back to the labyrinth and just keep going. There is a arena mode that I have not participated in yet because I'm a little afraid. Just because like my deck isn't like it's not, there's not a theme to it. It's just like a bunch of random cards, different elements, all that kind of stuff, which it might help, could not. But same thing here. You start a match, you play against another player, and then you just fight it out, battle out, heart of the cards right there. So those are the two main story modes, stuff like that. So let's get into the actual cards here. So as you can see, there are different, so these right here and the front here, you can change them out, but these are like my main strongest ones that I have right here. As you can see, there are different rarities. Mythic here, Death God Margaret, he is the highest rarity. Mythic, and then after that is legendary, and then after that is epic, and then it goes into your regular. So let's check out, let's see if we can, are these mine? Yeah, okay, so you got, like I said, common here. That's going to be your rares. And then, let's see if we can get it. And then, like you said, epic is right there after the rares. And then it gets into your legendaries and then the mythics. Now, there are, I mean, I just saw it right here. So there are two different versions of the cards as well. So, for example, you got this common version, 910 health, 610 damage. I have 6 of them. It costs 5 play points, I guess. I forget what they call it, to actually play this card into play. So, I mean, I'm just going to use like energy, mana. I'm just going to use TCG kind of lingo here. So, 26 is the amount of crystals they need to do the Brave Burst. And then, of course, as you can see here, joining the fray is her basic skill, and then her Brave Burst on the bottom grants max HP 10% to all allies. So that's kind of the basics of the card. But there's this version here, and then if you go over, there is a holographic version. There is a difference. So if you look closely, health 910, attack 610. They both go up. Health at 940, attack at 630. The mana cost and the Brave Burst crystal stays the same. And then the skill effect and the Brave Burst stays the same. So there are versions of the card. Now you can also upgrade it as well. So if you see this, you can use some of your coins here. It's going to cost that, and you can upgrade it again. You can see here it goes up another 30 in health, and then another 20 in attack. So let's say you use that card a lot, or if it's good, or you like the effects of it, you can just upgrade it that way. That transmute here is just to transmute it into a higher rarity. As you can see here, it costs 1 to get to the common, so on and so forth. I think that's probably going to be the limit of it. That's why the other ones stay 0. You know what? Let's try it out. Wait, did I just do something weird? Oh no, I think I just destroyed it. Wow, I'm dumb. All right, so you guys, that was wow. I thought that was something else. I thought that was like to change it to a higher rating. Well, now we know. Together we learn. So to get that card back, I would just raise it from normal to foil. Cost 25 Zell. Bam, and now it's foil. Now let's see if we can do it again. Can we raise the grade? Will it go up again? Oh, it does. So so this one's gonna cost about 50. Let's go ahead and just try it out. As you can see, the difference is going to be a parallel, the actual holographicness. You can see the background, the holographicness went from kind of like a zigzag kind of thing, and now it has this parallel thing. And that's going to be the highest. So that's going to be it. That's the highest version of that card. Now, so that was not too bad cost-wise. So let's go to a higher, that's going to be my, where is she? Here we go, Diana. She's my #1 card that I use. So raise grade is pretty much it. Looks like I can't get it anymore. We're not going to do that. So So it looks like there is this manifestation which increases it. That's cool. That's probably going to be a dupe version. So I want to see. Okay, here we go. All right, so this one is regular. This is a rare version. So it looks like depending on the rarity of the card, it does increase the amount of Zell coins you need to increase. As you can see here, this one, just the first one, is 50. So that's just going to be how the, and of course, where is he? If you already have, oh, there he is. Of course, he's at the end. So, oh, I can raise the grade on this. Oh, let's check it out. Oh, so this is a regular plain mythic. Wow, 3,000. Wow, that's a lot. So there you go. But I mean, the 100 in health and what is that, 70 in attack? That's a lot. That's a lot for this game. So I mean, that's something you can focus on just to show you guys kind of the amount what you're looking at. That's kind of a little bit of the grind of what you can kind of see, stuff like that. And then of course there's some cards like this one. This is the only version that raise the grade there. That's gonna be it. So like I said, those are different versions. You have different classes, the elements, they all have different stuff like that. One energy gives you to play more cards, stuff like that. We'll get into that when I do the actual gameplay. But summoning wise, so those are just the ones that I own. So if you go into the shop, purchase cards, this is the quote unquote summoning banner for this game. So you can see here we have 3 right now. Excuse me, the fire and ice, earth and thunder, light and darkness. Now you can look at these and see which ones you want to do. So for example, light and darkness, you go to featured card, it's going to be Light God Outro. Oh, he was really good. And it tells you here the skills, the brave burst, what it does, stuff like that. And then I know it's here somewhere. There was a spot where you can look at the, oh, he's in there too. That's kind of cool. Wow. 1440. Only 14 crystals to activate his brave burst. That's insane. So that's kind of just what's involved. I thought there was a place you can look at the what's in this. Okay, so anyway, I'll come back to that. So the second part, the purchase pre-made decks. These are pre-made decks of one element. This is a paid amount, not free. So you can see I have 4,500. If we click on this, it's the 4,520 is free, which you get in the game, and I have 0 pay. So there is 2 different types of gems you can get, but you're mainly going to be here. So these are booster packs that you get. You get 6 cards per booster. Well, I have a ticket, so we can probably do that real quick just to show. Well, you know, I'm going to come back because we do have a bunch of gems. So I'm going to do summonings toward the end, so we'll come back to that. So you could do that. Purchase items. These are going to be re-entry tickets. So I'll kind of show you guys when we get into the gameplay part, but you can only do 5 solo missions a day, and then it resets. Now you can use these here, as you can see, the solo mode re-entry, which lets you get back into the story mode, quote unquote, the labyrinth, to keep going, and if you want to. But it does cost gems. It costs 40 gems. So that's kind of the restriction they have on the gameplay. Now for arena, as far as I know that I've seen, there isn't any restriction. You can just keep doing arena all day. So items, this is more solo entries. Card protectors, those are cool. I mean, like any TCG, you got those. And then of course the profile icons if you want somebody specific. My favorite was Thunder God Easy. I used him a lot in the original game. I actually had all 6 elemental gods, which was really cool. But anyway, side story. And then the marketplace is where you can go and actually trade and do all that stuff. But that is online on a website, not in the game. So it will make you leave the game if you do that. So That's going to be that part. The cards are kind of just an overview, quick. Like I said, there's different decks and builds and stuff like that that you can use. Now, the grinding part and gameplay. So for this part, the grinding isn't like I said. So the main part of like the grinding that you're gonna have issues with is that you can only do 5 a day. So let's do. So you can see here, match passes only 5. Now, if you, of course, you can do more by spending your gems, but you only get 20 gems for clearing one floor, and it kind of stays the same. Now, you do get more gems, of course, like in any other game, from doing the achievements. So if you see here on the home page, as you see here to the right, so I got the mail. Let's see what we got in the mail today. This is just notices, anything, events, stuff like that, maintenance stuff. I marked all as red. Okay, this was the. Also, they did do an update yesterday. Da 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 da. English version, cool. So that's gonna be that there, and then the little gift box is gonna be. This is where the actual like gems come in. So you get this 2 login banners that you coming in that they got going on right now. So about 150 gems a day, which isn't much either. But that's going to be about it. And then, of course, as you do achievements, this board here, this is where you do your achievements, your missions, doing 1 battle, 3, summoning 5 characters, activating a brave burst. These are daily stuff you can get. So dailies, let's see, right there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So you get 50 a day. So, and then achievements here, this is just as you, of course, as you get the achievements, they go away, and then that's going to be, there's only a limited supply of achievements or gems as well. And then, of course, events, there's nothing really going on yet. But so that's going to be the only hard part of this game, is that you're only going to be limited to that. And then you'll have to resort to the arena mode. And of course, you know, that's PvP. So you can go on a losing streak, you can go on a winning streak, stuff like that. So now let's get into the gameplay and kind of just show you guys. I want to show you guys just what it looks like. Yeah, we'll do this one. I'll show you guys my deck. Like I said, it's a pretty random deck I put together. It's just, I just put like the highest, strongest cards all in one deck that I have, and then a couple of low levels just to get me through. But other than that, that's like it. The issue I have with this deck is that I don't start off strong enough, so I usually get hit pretty hard the first turn or two, and then that's when my play and my characters come in, they start really activating, and then I take them out by turn 3 or 4. There's only 5 turns. At the end of the 5 turns, they declare a winner or a draw. As you can see here, my little icon over here, I have 30 health points, and the enemy only has 10. This little blue NRG, that's going to be your energy that you use to summon the characters and the cards. And as you can see here, like I said, in the top left corner, this one cost 1 energy. The one I just put out was 2. Diana is 6, and then Divine Prince and Gale are both 7. You can also do this and take them out and put them into this little kind of like portal thing, and if you do that, you get 1 energy back. So like I said, 6 is the most you can put out on the field. But like I said, if somebody else stronger comes out or someone better, you can always do this, put them in the thing, and then summon somebody else in that spot. You can also do that with dupes. So let's say I had 2 of these guys here, 2 rage beasts. Let's say this one was about to die, his health was low. I can throw him in and bring it a new one, and he'll be full health. That is something I learned not too long ago, so that's a little trick to use while you play. So yeah, so there you go. I gave 3. I can't summon any more. I begin battle, and then we start. It goes into the battle phase, and then they kind of duke it out on their own. Now the way this works, as you can see, it goes back and forth, and then once one side completely it gets knocked out, then whatever is left over on the opposing team, their energy cost amount is what damage gets done to the player. So Fire Beast here was, or Rage Beast, sorry, was 2. Bolt Knight Amy was 1, so it did 3 damage to the opposing player Glowy. Now, let's say they do 1 round and there's still units on each side. It'll go to round 2 and then it'll keep going until one side is completely done and knocked out. As you can see though, Rage Beast, he took damage and he still has that damage. That damage won't reset until he's fully knocked out. As you can see here for the opposing one, Glowy, we knocked her out, so now she's back full health. But this one, I'll just kind of show you guys. Boom. 6, that's all done. And then that's like the gist of it. You just keep going. Obviously, depending on the types of effects and skills the cards have is how you'll build your deck. Oh, look at that. I'm getting whooped. Well, let's see. I have enough to survive. Ooh, barely. Ooh, almost got taken out. And then there's the direct attack. All right, manifestation card. Who do I want to put? Yeah, so like I said, this deck has been working for me so far in the beginning parts of it, but now I'm getting to a point where I do need to figure out an actual like theme or strategy for my cards. Who empower and provoke. Oh, that's right. Let's give it to him. HP. So that's one of the skills effects where he comes out and he gives these 2 effect cards to somebody, which increases their health and attack separately. So you can do that. So it's a fun game. It has a lot of different aspects of that and different strategies you can use. You can overload, like this guy Glowy. He's got a full 6 now, turn 3. Everybody's attacking. Where I'm a little bit slower, only got 4, but by next turn, I'll be able to put out someone even stronger who can kind of help clear out this team. As you can see here too in the bottom right, the glowing, the Brave Burst, it's ready. So I probably didn't notice it, but all these crystals that we're getting, this next round, turn 4, I'll be able to activate it and use it. We're still going. I don't know if I'll be, I think I'm actually going to get hit. Oh, wow, I did. Barely. 1. So now we gotta think. Oh, I got World Tree. World Tree is good. Thunderband. Magical Current. Let's just do this one. And then we'll do some of this. That was health. So health-wise, you know what? I'm actually gonna give it to Diana because if she can survive, and then this one to her, so she can actually take 1 person out. Bam. That was a good one too. A good little skill because it gives you 3 random cards. Well, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm just like, bam, bam, bam. Let's do that to that one too. All right, and then let's do the Brave Burst. Let's activate hers. Begin battle. All right, so we should finish this out. So this is how the gameplay is. You do that. Brave Burst also get activated first before anything, which is really cool. So you're able to kind of keep up and kind of turn the game in a sense if you do go first. Or I'm sorry, using the Brave Burst can really help turn the tide because you'll be going first already. So yeah, so that's about it for the gameplay. Mostly it. Am I gonna be able to survive? Yeah, I should be able to. There we go. Bam, and then and this is where I really, like I said, because this is like 20 something points. 23, yeah. So once I guess I always end up winning the match in turn 4 and 5. Just that's when I start to like actually get all that set up. But to get all 3 stars, you need to do it in 3 turns, which, like I said, I need to tweak the deck, make it a little bit more friendlier for the lower levels to kind of kickstart everything. So that's going to be that. And then lastly, but not least, we're going to go and summon. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. So like I said, these are packs. What do I want to go with? Let's take a look. So we got Lance God, Growth and Infinity, attacking grant makes to 10%. What is this? He's the featured. What is because I wouldn't mind having a thunder deck. Background, skill of human summon, grant HP plus attack plus speed to this card. X equal to the number of ally attacks times 20. Interesting. Y is equal to the number of ally attacks. Grant 10%. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind building a Thunder Dark deck because I already have Mangus. And we can take a quick look at what he does. Deal X physical damage to a foe. X is equal to 50% of this card's attack. Oh, when KO'd. So he does a hit after he gets knocked out. And then his is 10%. So, all right. So you know what? I already have him. So let's go with... I got one freeze. What? I thought I said I had one. Oh, I think that's just like however many. That's dumb. All right, so so for 10 packs, so for 1 pack it's 100 gems. 10 packs is 1,000, and it's 6 cards per pack, so it's 60 cards you're getting per 10. So that not a bad summoning. That I mean I don't think so. I mean 1,000 is probably one of the cheapest ones in most of the games that are out. All right, see what we get. All right, we got some holographics there. Ooh, Thorn Thora. That was hard to say. All right, second pack. Okay, we got some rares. We are getting some. I'm also, like I said, it's good to do these packs just to get like a good, well-rounded. Crimson Fist Glenn, he looks dope. Is that fire? Oh no, it is fire. So it seems like even the deck or the packs are still a little bit all over the place. Because you got all elements going on here. I am Prodigy, Ogre, 6. Another Crimson Fist. Maybe Fire and Thunder? I do have quite a bit of, looks like Crimson Fist going on. But, I mean, Diana is a really good card too that I have, and she is water, so I might do one of those. It's just so many possibilities. It really just depends on the cards you get. But like I said, you get quite a bit. I mean, 60 cards per 10 pack is a lot. Granted, they're low to mid range, but you can still build a decent deck on this. I mean, this is my third Crimson Fist. 770, 500. 500 takes out most of them. Oh, Twin Flash Rickle. Oh, that's cool. She's in this. That's cool. Oh, that was it. Oh, so nothing too crazy. Let's keep going. Yeah, I want to stay here. I want to really see if I can get Thunder God, because that'd be cool if I could get both of them. Ooh, we got a gold door. Hint, hint, hint. Uh-oh. Ice Apostle Tiara. Legendary water. Another water. Can I take a look at? No. Okay. All right, we got Warlord Demon with another fire. Storm Mage. That's a common. Yeah, because I mean, the way I've seen some of these decks, you only really need maybe like 3 or 4 cards that are like really good high end because they kind of stay in the match. Even if they get knocked out, they stay on the play field and kind of reset um, their HP and health. Iron Shield, these are all common. Um, yeah, and then the rest because I didn't mention this earlier, but you can only have 20 cards in your deck, so it's not a lot that you can really put in there, anyways. Um, you could probably build a couple different ones then if you're getting 60. Oh, who's that? General Wise, Thunder, Epic, 920, 610. Be interesting to see what his skills are. All right, so not much. All right, so we got one legendary. Oh, we got 26. All right, let's do two more. Silver Door. All right, let's skip it. So we got one epic, Bishop Mirth, Protection of Water. We got some more rares. Oh, look, World Tree Ultra. We got the holographic version. And then these are all ones that I already have. All right, last one. Can we get another gold door? Ah. Bishop Marth, another one that's look epic. We got Serpent Commander. All right, so that's about it, shipmates. I wanted to show you guys. So, all in all, final review. I would definitely, most likely, just give it an MP. This is a must play. Um, it's something that if you're a fan of the game, or if you like TCGs, it's something to try out. It's fairly basic to get into, and there's just a lot of like combinations of stuff like that. Like I was saying, that you can do. I mean, I have a decent amount of dark card. I could do a whole dark deck and combine some lightning. Oh, she's lightning. Wow, I thought she was water. So maybe I can do a fire. There's just so many combinations of stuff you can do, and that's kind of like the exciting part of the game is just be able to do that, being able to um, come out different outcomes, different strategies, and then just trying it out. And then, of course, if you're confident enough, you get through the solo mode enough, you can try arena, work your way up, and then I'm sure the rewards are even greater there. But yeah, I like it. The sound and stuff is good. It's very simple, like I said, easy to get into, but all in all, I think it's an MP. Definitely must promote, must play, must get involved. Try it out. If you don't like it, hey, you can always uninstall and move on to the next one. Other than that, that's it, shipmates. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, leave those messages. Appreciate everything you guys are doing with the comments and stuff like that. So other than that, I'll see you guys next video. Fair winds and following seas.